'Cause the Buster brought me home. That's my terrible Vin Diesel impression. The Fast and the Furious is directed by Rob Cohen, who made one good movie, this one, and it stars Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Jordana Brewster, and Ted Levine, Buffalo Bill. Put the lotion in the fucking basket. Yeah, that's creepy. He plays a cop in this movie. Really, it's odd to see. It's the story of undercover cop Brian O'Connor, who infiltrates this speed racing gang, drag races on the street, and it's basically Point Break, but with cars. He's undercover. He wants to try find the bad guys. He thinks it's Vin Diesel and his crew, but he's sort of falling into the gang, and his allegiances, he doesn't know if he's really with the cops. Maybe he wants to be like Vin Diesel and be in their family. They're a gang, but they're a family. They're a tight-knit group, and he's kind of falling into that. And yeah, Point Break, but with cars. It sounds like it could work, because I love Point Break, and as long as the movie's not too similar, and this movie, the general plot is very similar to Point Break, but overall it's different enough, and it's pretty enjoyable. This underground world of street racing. It's back in 2001. Yeah, this movie, it's pretty old now. But back then, this was all new to everyone, so it's like, wow, they're not even racing like Ferraris. It's all like a Jetta or a Toyota Supra, like these very basic cars that they just modify to be super awesome. The only thing about it, yeah, this movie's old and it is feel dated in one way, is that they're doing these epic heists, jumping on trucks using harpoons and all that, and they're stealing DVD players and TV, like the square TVs with a built-in VHS player. Yeah, that's pretty dated. Really, it's like, considering what the franchise is now, it's like, wow, back in the day, they were very modest in their theft. And this movie's a cop movie, action, and how is it, the story itself of like Brian O'Connor, Paul Walker's character, being sucked into this world, I buy into it enough. I think Vin Diesel's a good actor in the right movie. I mean, these movies, I like him in The Pacifier, the Riddick movies. He can be a pretty great actor as long as he has the right project, and this is one of them. He's very good as Dominic Toretto. He's a badass, like, strong, silent type, but you also buy into him as like a loving, caring dude that, like, he would be your family, even though you're just like dudes robbing people together. No, you're family. And you buy that from Vin Diesel, actually, because as big and tough, as intimidating as he can be, he's kind of a soft dude. That voice of his, it can either sound scary or it can, like, lull you to sleep. It's just a peaceful little thing. Yeah, I said that. Imagine that, Vin Diesel cradling you in his arms and he's reading you a bedtime story. 'Cause the Buster brought me home, That was a little bit more Sylvester Stallone, but you get what I mean. And yeah, like Vin Diesel in this, Jordana Brewster was very good, even though they don't give her a whole lot. She's a love interest, and I thought she was fine. She's pretty hot. Michelle Rodriguez, she gets better. In this one, she's okay, but at times they give her some really bad lines that she can't necessarily pull off. I don't know if I'd want to see anyone pull it off. I smell skanks. Why don't you ladies leave before I leave tread marks on your face? Like, lines like that, I don't want anyone to say that. I think it's something better than that. And Paul Walker. I love Paul Walker and everything I've seen him in, which is basically all his good stuff. The Fast and the Furious movies, Running Scared. I don't even know. Like, people criticize him for being kind of a bland dude, but I like him in this movie and the other ones. This one, I thought he was very good. And also, kind of the stars of these movies, the cars. In this one, you got some cool cars. The Toyota Supra, Honda Civic, stuff like that. They're cool when they're modded out and they're racing. Some decent action with the drag races, even though they feel a little weird, because I think it's a quarter-mile drag race. That should take about 10 seconds or so, I think. 30 seconds maybe? But these races, like the first one I think of, it drags on for like a minute and a half. At the speeds they're going to, it seems weird, and I get it's supposed to be like it's taking place in the racer's point of view where it drags on way longer than it actually does, but it just seems weird. But there's one action sequence that makes the whole movie worth it. There's some good action, a good chase, but the best one, they're robbing a tanker truck, harpooning it, climbing on, and things go bad. There's a dude dangling off the side in front of it. They have to try to get him to jump on. They have to jump from like truck to truck, stuff like that. That is an awesome action sequence. You see a car go under a truck, which is dangerous as hell. stuff like that. That was an intense action sequence at the end. Awesome. Gets your blood pumping. It's like, really, that's a cool scene. So yeah, overall this movie's Point Break with cars, and I like the cars, I like the actors in it, I'm into the story enough, this underground racing world. I buy into Vin Diesel. I'd want to be in his racing crew. He's a cool guy. And as I said, he could lull you to sleep with that lovely voice. I'm thinking particularly because I've seen a couple interviews and that voice is just, ooh, it's buttery, sweet, and smooth. What am I talking about? Yeah, I would give The Fast and the Furious a B. It's a good movie. It could have been better because it is so much like Point Break, but it's a movie I enjoyed, and we'll talk about more how they get bigger and better with some of the sequels, but maybe not next time, because next time we're talking about Too Fast, Too Furious. So comment below, tell me your thoughts of The Fast and the Furious, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys the next time.